All right. Just in case y'all didn't know, y'all alive, not dead. You're alive on Brooklyn radio station, King and Queen Radio. You're listening to King Melvin on the Mindtuning Radio Talk Show, where we have conversations that's out of the box. So don't forget, if you want to call in, number is 718-253-4239. That number again is area code 718-253-4239. And the other number to call in is 718-676-0820. That number again to call in if you hear that agonizing noise, you call the other number, 718 676 We want to hear from you. So, this is the Mind Tuning Talk Show where we think out of the box. Well, also every Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m., tell everybody from 7 to 9 p.m., Tuesday, 7 to 9 p.m., also Tuesday. Got some good information. Got some good information for you. We are going to be in the dance parade in Brooklyn. Oh yeah, the dance parade. Don't. I'm just trying to tell you, it's always a bulletin here on this talk show radio. It's we're gonna for all of the artists, dancers. I don't care what you're doing. If you're an artist, you need some exposure. Yes, you do. You know you can't sell a secret, so you need to do some advertising, some promotion. You need to call me 347-346-3047. That number again is area code 347-346-3047. Because we are May the 21st. Mark that date down. Lock it down. May the 21st. Amazing float. You can be on the float with Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio, King Melvin. You could be there and have the exposure, have your banner, because it's happening. It's happening. So you need to call me. If you want to register, you need to call me again at that number, area code 347-346-3047. Don't forget, if you have any cloud of saying, I wonder what is my destiny, I wonder what is my spiritual, I want to know what's in store for me. You need to call every single Monday at 9 p.m. Zena, she got that crystal ball. She's amazing at it. So you need to call here. Her show comes on every Monday at 9 p.m. Don't miss it. Do not miss it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know, I'm on FM 93.5. And that's the Brooklyn station, King and Queen Radio. And I am Mel Brown, and this is the Mind Tuning Radio Talk Show. So, got the business out of the way. I just want the people to know that if you saying, what about mind tuning? What is about mind tuning? It's a new philosophy that my inner being, basically, I talk a lot about who we were before we took on our physical bodies. Oh, yeah, we were spirit, non physical. But we forgot about that. Because when you take on the physical body, sometimes you forget about the agreement and the purpose of why you came from heaven, some people call it, or the universe. Sometimes we forget what was our purpose for taking on these physical bodies and coming to planet Earth. Well, fortunately, I was one of those beings that came here and kind of forgot what my mission was and what's the reason why I took on a physical body for in the first place. See, if you don't remember what happened when you was non-physical, because we was in heaven or the universe making plans on why we was going to come to planet Earth, what we was going to bring to planet Earth, the gift, the miracle that we was going to bring to planet Earth. We kind of forgot about that. And the only reason why we forgot about that, because if we remember too much, it's going to interfere with our life on planet Earth. It's going to kind of have us confused. So my job is to let everybody know that what was the agreement, why you came here from the universe. Some people call it, the spiritual people call it heaven. Why did you come here? A lot of people are confused about that because they don't remember the agreement that they had when they was in the universe or when they was in heaven. Well, let me tell you a little bit about that. You made some agreements that you kind of forgot about. And one of the agreements was that you didn't want to come to planet Earth to be in a safety net, meaning you didn't want to come here. You didn't say, I'm not taking on this body and I'm not going to planet Earth unless everything is perfect. We didn't say that because newsflash, where we were, it was already perfect. Heaven was already perfect. The universe was already perfect. Being non-physical, everything is perfect. So why would you say, why would I want to leave a perfect place, me being a spiritual being, and come into planet Earth and come into all of this contrast? Why would I want to do that? Well, let me tell you, let me tell you that the reason why you would do that is because you knew that, this I'm being facetious, I'm paraphrasing. Well, you're gonna know anything about me. I always like to joke around. So I'm joking around. So Christians, don't hang me. When we was in heaven, everything was perfect. Milk and honey, roads paved with gold, angels singing every day. Sometime it gets boring. What? So some of us said, Father God, heaven is cool. I've been up here for a long time, but it's kind of boring. So I think I better go to planet Earth and shake it up a little bit. I think I want to take on a body and go through so-called trials and tribulations, uh, because I know even a god or a goddess have to keep growing. And we knew as spiritual beings and gods and goddesses, we knew that if we came into planet Earth and we have the so-called bad, that would make us grow, it would make us stronger, and it sure would make us wiser if, only if, we learn the lessons, and only if we don't shy away from the so-called bad, because we have the wrong concept about what bad is all about, so-called bad. There's no such thing as bad. That's just a man's concept. It's really don't have anything with God and source. Now you're going to hear me. If you know anything about mind tuning, you need to know that King Melvin has a mind tuning dictionary. Oh yeah, you're going to hear words that's not in Webster, but it's in the King Melvin dictionary. If you're studying this mind tuning philosophy, always have a page where you can put these new terminologies so that you'll know what I'm talking about, because every profession and every profession has their own language. So mind tuning is no different. It has its own language. So basically we're talking about, if you're just tuning in, you're talking to, this is the Mind Tuning Talk Radio. And if you're just tuning in, I'm King Melvin. I'm the founder and the spiritual teaching guru of the philosophy called Mind Tuning. And you're listening to me on FM 93.5. And the station is Brooklyn Station / King and Queen Radio. And if you want to call in and get in on this juicy conversation, because this is a talk show that thinks out of the box, and we're talking about thinking out of the box. Mind tuning is definitely out of the box. 718-253-4239. And the other number is 718-676-0820. So getting back to mind tuning and some of the things that happened before we took on non-physical, we said we do want to come into planet Earth so that we can grow and discover life on planet Earth. I mean, this is not the first time we, as non-physical spirit, wanted to come in and take on a body and explore planet Earth. We've done this many, many hundreds of thousands of years, many times. We've come through this portal. So I just want you to be clear about that, because sometimes if you don't remember that you were spiritual and non-physical, you kind of forget just doing this human experience thing. You kind of lose your way, and you be confused. But and it's okay. But I want you to be clear. This was the game plan. That even though you might forget what the deal was, the agreement when you was non-physical, what you were supposed to do when you came to planet Earth, what you were supposed to bring to planet Earth, because mind you, everybody that comes from non-physical come from the spirit world, heaven or the universe, whatever you want to call it, always come to planet Earth to take on a body for a reason, to bring a gift or a miracle to planet Earth. Now, some of us forgot and lost our way. This is where mind tuning comes in to help most people that forgot what was their purpose, why did they come to planet Earth. This is what mind tuning shall do for you. Will help you to remember what is your purpose and what gift. Because everyone, to the sound of my voice, if you're a human being, you came in the world to bring a gift. Not just Jesus come to bring a gift, but you, a human being. I just love to revere to Jesus because I think Jesus, just in my personal opinion, he was probably one of the best people walking on two legs on planet Earth to show us how the spiritual and how the divine supposed to work together. I mean, he was a master at that. Jesus always, he was trying to tell us and show us when you come from heaven, you were supposed to come here in this physical body and you're supposed to learn how to put the spiritual and the physical together. And when you do that, you will see that everything becomes not just human and ordinary, it becomes extraordinary. And even your life will become extraordinary. Now, we have a choice. If we don't learn the spiritual, how to put the spiritual and the physical together, we're just going to live a regular, average human existence. And there's nothing wrong with that. But some of us know that just the normal human experience is just not enough, and a good one is not so fulfilling. You just know there's something more to your life. So if you're on that quest and want to learn, yeah, there's something missing, it's because you're just out of tune. All right, write that one down. I told you when we doing talking mind tuning, I have a King Melvin dictionary, and it's called the mind tuning dictionary is called, and you have to put these terms down. So one of the great terms you need to put down and learn when we talk this language of mind tuning is being out of tune. I'm going to say that again. Put this in your mind tuning dictionary, being out of tune. And being out of tune simply is if your spiritual eye is not open and working in conjunction with your physical, you're just out of tune. You're going to be just an average human being going through unnecessary suffering because you're going to believe in unlimited. You're going to believe in what your parents told you. You're going to believe in what the schools told you. You're going to believe in what your community told you. You're going to believe in what you read, and that can be very confusing. And mind you, that's not the real. You got to take all of those outside sources and look at them with a grain of sand, a grain of salt, because they're not the real deal. The real deal is your spiritual inner being, inner spiritual self knows all that you come here to do. Trust me, listen to me. That spiritual side is so important for you to learn to listen to that inner silent voice within you. And we have training on how to listen to that still inner voice within you. And it's called the mind tuning meditation practice. We teach you how to do that because if you're walking around here and don't really know, oh, here's another one, write it down. If you, as a human being, do not know your true knowledge of self, You're walking on one leg, you're walking kind of lopsided. So you must find out how your spiritual and your physical can become one, because you don't really know your true self. If you think your true self is just, I think my true self is my name that came on my birth certificate. I think my true self is my personality. I think my personal self is my education. I think my personal self is my position in a job. I think my personal self is my position in business. I think my personal self is my status in society. Wrong. That's a portion of yourself, but it ain't the real powerful self. And this is what mind tuning is all about, to teach you how to be your whole self, your powerful self. Another term is your God self and your spiritual self. So if you're interested in becoming whole and complete, because remember, you don't really know your true self. Because if you really knew your true self, you would know what Genesis was talking about. Now, I love the Bible references. I grew up with the Bible, like most many you have, and uh, I always reference to the Bible because a lot of in the Bible, really reference to mind tuning. Now, what I enjoy about the Bible, I enjoy hearing the disciples talk. I also enjoy hearing the prophets talk. I also enjoy hearing my main man Jesus talk. But what I really, my German Shepherd is pop up when God is talking. When God is talking, I put an extra asterisk or put it in red, because this is the supreme being talking. And it's said in Genesis, I'm paraphrasing now. I don't have a Bible in front of me. So Christians, do not hang a brava. Don't hang a brava. It said, and I love to say this phrase, let us make man in our image and likeness. Let me say that again. I get chills when I hear that, because this is God talking, not the disciples, not Jesus. This is God talking in Genesis. Let us make man in our image and likeness. Come on, somebody. I know you had to feel that. If you mind tuned, you had to feel that. You definitely have to feel that. Oh, my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. I'm on the air. Okay. I'll send you the number. Bye bye. All right. So I just want you to know that's powerful. That is so powerful. And the reason why I'm saying it is so powerful is that when you think about that statement, it's awesome. It's just awesome. So the statement is, let us make man in our image and likeness. This is God talking. So when you say that, you might say, who's the us? Okay, that's a good question. The us are spiritual beings, gods. We are gods. I'm just trying to tell you. So don't just think that you're a mere human being, because you're not. You're more than that. You're more than just a conqueror. I mean, you're everything, and everything we already know. Everything is possible in Christ. Everything. So I just want you to be clear about that. Everything is possible with Christ. So you say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Me being a God, I know it's kind of, you know, it's kind of hard to swallow. But it's always another reference in the Bible about that. Oh, yeah, it's another reference. The other reference is one day they was getting ready to stone Jesus. And Jesus said, okay, I get it. I'm paraphrasing. So Christians, don't hang me. Please, I'm just paraphrasing. I like to have fun. Don't take me that serious. But Jesus said in so many words, I know you want to stone me, but can I ask a question? And they said, of course, you can ask a question. What what's the reason why you want to stone me? What's the reason? So so they told Jesus, we are stoning you because you said you are you are God, the Son of Man. Jesus said, yeah, I'm standing by that. Now, how would you say, Jesus said with his wisdom, said, Jesus with his wisdom said, all right, I think we got a caller. Hold on to that. Hello, caller. You're on Mind Tuning Talk Radio. This is King Melvin. Yes, hello? Good, good, good. Yes, you're on the radio. You with King Melvin on Mind Tuning Radio Talk Show. Yes. Uh, call up. I'm on the radio, and I think you got a question, or you want to, what you want to say to the audience? It's going fine. Amen. It is. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We were talking about mind tuning, and I was just talking about like breaking down when in Genesis, when God was talking, not Jesus, not no disciple. God said, "Let us make man in our image and likeness." So I was talking about that. So what does that mean to you? In other words, I was talking about in Genesis. You remember Genesis when God said, "Let us make man in our image and likeness." In Genesis. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Far off? Oh, okay. Engineer, could you come in? Um, maybe I see somebody. Yes, maybe I have somebody to just stand by. I'm going to see if the engineer can come in and fix that. All right? Can you hear me? It's kind of low. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. How about now? Is that better? That's better? Is that better? Is this better? That's better? That's better? Is that better? Is that better? Hello? Can you, is this better? Is this better? Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, engineer. We got Debonair, the engineer. We give him a shout out. Thank you so much. Well, what I was saying, I love when God talked. Now, disciples are cool when they talk, but God said, let us make man in our image and likeness. And I was asking the listeners, what do you think about that? What that means to you? When God said, not Jesus, let us make man in our image and likeness. What does that mean to you? When God said, let us make man in our image and likeness, what does that mean to you? All right, all right. Thank you, thank you so. Amen. Thank you so much. Yes. Come on. Mm. Oh. Oh. Amen. Amen. I thank you, caller, so much. I thank you. What's your name, caller? Yes, I thank you for that. That wisdom. I thank you so much for calling in. I got to go to the next call. So, thank you, and God bless you. All right, bye bye. All right. That I always like to hear other people's point of view because I want you to know with mind tuning, it's not just mind tuning's point of view. It's everybody's point of view. Mind tuning, the inner spirit has taught me that we need to respect everybody's truth. You may not agree with it, and that's not important, but we need to ex- respect everybody's truth. So, thank you again for that wisdom from our caller. Also, I just want to give you the mind tuning perspective of that statement. Let us make man in our image and likeness. Well, from my inner being and my spiritual sense, it's saying that we are gods and we're supposed to reflect the manifestation of God. And every time people see us, if we're not reflecting the image of God, which means unconditional love. Now, please put that down in the King Melvin Mind Tuning Dictionary. Unconditional love. That don't mean if you agree with me, I love you. That don't mean if you disagree with me, I don't love you. It means unconditional. And again, I always like to refer to my dear leader, teacher, and guide, Jesus Christ. Jesus was probably the best. Listen, he was probably the best example of unconditional love. That's just in my opinion, King Melvin's opinion. And I always say that because when I was studying the word of Jesus Christ, one of my mentors, I was very complexed about something about Jesus. I mean, I was digging Jesus, you know, Jesus, and I kind of was digging Jesus, but I wasn't really hung up on Jesus like I am now because I couldn't understand when Jesus was on the cross and they beat him until he was unrecognizable to his mother. And he looks up in that moment to his Father in heaven and said, Heavenly Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I, I have to repeat that. Every time I say that, I get chills. Here is a man that's been beaten so bad that his own mother could not even recognize him. But he loved so unconditionally, he looked up to the heavens. And you know, Jesus had the power. He could have had every angel in heaven come down there and tear them up. But no, very passionately, he said to his heavenly Father, please, please forgive them, for they know not what they do. Now, I have to be honest with you. I came from the hood, Brooklyn. If you just stepped on my shoes, it was on. I'm just saying, if you stepped on my shoes, let alone hit me, you was done. You was done. So when I asked my mentor, I said, I'm missing something. And I said it just like this. And I'm not embarrassed how I said it. I said, mentor, I must be listening. I must be losing something. Or Jesus, they beat him so bad, he was delusional. I kid you not. That's what I said. I said, I must be missing something. They beat the man until he was unrecognizable to his own mother. And all he could say is, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I said, it's maybe too deep for me. I could be missing something. Or the man was beaten so bad, His brain was done. And my wise mentor looked over to me and he said the following. He said, King Melvin, you're missing it. I said, okay, my mentor, please elaborate. So Jesus, that statement and that experience of him coming here suffering and going through all of that horrific torment and suffering was to show us write it down, conditional love. Now, if that's not unconditional love, this is when my digging Jesus, as I put it, became one of my powerful masters and mentors. Because I said, anytime, that's the epitome of unconditional love. So I had to grow into this because, again, I came from the hood. You do me wrong, I got to get you. I've got to get you. But now, with my spiritual evolved self, I get it, Jesus. Thank you. And another unconditional love. God sent his only begotten son. Come on now. I didn't say God had 3,000 sons or four. He sent Jesus because he loved us so much. He said, I'm sending my only begotten son. Now, these are two epitomes of unconditional love. Now, if we supposed to be gods and goddesses, we better clean our act up and understand that we need to be the best example of God. Every time we walk outside, we're supposed to tune our minds so that the true knowledge of self, you are gods and goddesses. And just like Jesus showed them with his wisdom in the Torah, because they was getting ready to stone him, and Jesus said, why are you stoning me? And they said, because you say you're the son of God and you are God and you just a man. And Jesus said, do you believe in your own Torah? I said, yes, of course we do. And when he showed them scholars, it said the following: ye too are gods. I'm going to say that again. I know some of your Christians heard that before. Y'all even know where it's in the Bible. It said in the Jewish Torah, ye too are gods. And once they saw that, they was perplexed and baffled. They had to leave that alone. So I am saying to you, the mind tuning philosophy is available not to everyone, because everyone is not going to dig this and everyone is not going to be ready for this, but those that know in their core of beings that they're ready for this, we're ready to share it with you. And if you want to share their consciousness of mind, the mind tuning philosophy, you can reach me, King Melvin, at 347-346-3047. That number again is area code 347-346-3047. So this is Mind Tuning, the talk radio show where we talk about topics thinking out of the box. Oh, yes. So this is Mind Tuning, and I'm on your dial, 93.5 FM. And this is Brooklyn Station, King and Queen / King and Queen Radio. And I'm very excited to let you know that I'm here every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and also Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. So let everybody know we are live talking about mind tuning. And mind tuning is important because if your mind is out of tune, you already know your life going to be out of tune. And if your mind is in tune, then your life going to be in tune. And one great thing about mind tuning I like to talk about is if we have a guarantee, and I know a lot of people say there are not many guarantees. There are a few, and mind tuning is one of the guarantees. If you master the mind tuning philosophy, we can guarantee the following: that you will be able to be, do, and have anything you want. And you can create your world exactly the way you want it. Let me say that again. If you master the mind tuning philosophy, you will be able to be, do, and have anything you want. And you can create your world, your personal world, exactly the way you want it to be. Well, reason why I know, I started as a mere confused human being that really didn't know my path and really didn't know why I came here. And I believed all of the human beings because I was a little baby. So I was around a lot of human beings, looked like they was big enough, old enough, and wise enough, looked like they knew what they was talking about. So I let them teach me their way. And Lord, I'm just got to say, a lot of the stuff these untuned, because they were untuned human beings, they didn't really know what was going on. They was just following being a human being to the best of their knowledge. And I had to, here's another one, write this one down. Before I got on the journey of mind tuning, I had to learn to deprogram. Listen, write this one down. Before you can successfully be on the path of mind tuning, you must deprogram before you can reprogram. Write that down. And to give you a good example about that, some of y'all know about computers. I don't care how much you spend for the hardware of the computer or how great you are as a computer operator. It don't matter. If you got damaged software, you will get damaged results every time. Not sometime, every time. So you might say, that makes sense, but what is the solution? Because if you know anything about mind tuning, I don't really want to deal about the problems. I want to deal more about the solution. The solution is, it's simple. You have to get rid of the damaged software with the viruses in it. You have to get rid of that and create, keyword, create a new program or new software, psychologically, mentally, and spiritually. I hope you got that one. That was a big one. That was a big one. That's the solution. And I only can go by my experience and experiment with the mind tuning philosophy from my own life. Some of you may know, give you a little background about myself. I was a human being. I was first I was non-physical, and I made an agreement that I would come into the world to take on a physical body from non-physical to become physical and become and have two energies, my spiritual in that physical body and my physical, my spiritual and my physical in a physical body. But before I took on the bodies, I looked at the circumstances when I was conscious, which I forgot when I got into the physical body. But before I got into the physical body, I decided that I was going to find some parents that couldn't take care of me and put me in the foster care system and an orphanage. No, I know it might sound crazy, but when I was God, consciousness, and spirit, and real clear, I chose my circumstances. I'm going to say that again. When I was pure God, pure spirit, I decided to look down the wheel of time and say, I'm going to choose my two parents that won't be able to take care of me because of circumstances, and they're going to put me in an orphanage, and I'm going to go through the abuse of foster care, the foster care system, and become a runaway and hit the streets and deal with all kind of drugs and all kind of mischief behavior and getting in all kind of trouble. I chose all of that, and I was going to come into the world at 1952. At that particular time, in that particular era. I'm telling you, this is what I planned when I was in heaven, some people call it, or when I was in the universe, when I was pure spirit, being God. I chose my circumstance. I'm going to say that again. I chose the so-called bad circumstances. I did it. Now, when I came into that body, a lot of it I forgot. I forgot because it would have got in the way of my human development and my exploring life as I chose it on planet Earth. So I come into planet Earth as a child, as a baby, and finally come to find out my parents couldn't take care of me. She got sick, and my father divorced, and I'm spiraling into the orphanage. And after the orphanage, somebody finally decided it was two boys and two girls. Somebody decided to take the two boys out of the orphanage. So we split up. We didn't see our other two siblings 2 years later. So fast forward, my brother and I went through the foster care system, all kind of abuse, unspeakable abuse, and eventually, foster parent looked at the file and said, "I don't want family split up, so I'm gonna take all four of them." So, God bless her heart, she took all four of us in, and she gave us a good foundation, taught us wrong from right. Had to go to church, studied just Jehovah Witness, studied Christianity, gave us a good foundation, and had us stay away from the so-called bad kids. And she was upper class uh, mother and her husband, and they had us a good, strong environment. Very strict though, very strict. That was the reason why we ran away from that particular foster home. But she gave me a good foundation, and so I went through life, streets, all kind of, you know, the street life, and fast forward, had enough foundation to not go but so far, and some people grabbed me, saw some potential in me, and wanted to become my mentor, and I started uh, developing and people holding me under their wing and guiding me. I got a lot of got a lot of discipline coming through life, learning how the street life. That was a great degree to learn the street life. And then after I learned the street life, then I went into the Nation of Islam, and Nation of Islam helped me to become a a military man and learn to have discipline and respect for myself and knowledge of who I am and help me from being a wild animal out there. So I'm grateful to the Nation of Islam for being able to turn me into a man, a young man, young animal, wild guy, into a disciplined young man. And then after I left that, I went to the Merchant Marine, traveled around the world, and learned how to be a mechanical engineer, and traveled the world at the same time, and made a lot of money, and had my mind being right after I came home. Uh, Me being a battered foster care kid, I had a lot of issues still, so I spent a lot of my money on therapy and getting my mind right. Didn't have any children and family and children. I didn't want to start a family because I had so much issues. So I was smart enough. My inner being taught me, don't start no children, and you and your mind is not together. So a lot of therapy and a lot of theater. Theater actually saved my life because theater was a sense of therapy for me. So it helped me show me how to reinvent myself. And once I learned how to reinvent myself and knew it was possible, I didn't like who I was being and the confusion in my mind. So it helped me clear up, crystal clear, who I want to be and what I wanted to do with my life. And so that led me to here, being reinventing myself. I'm a artist, and again, I owe a great deal of my life to the arts because it helped me to reinvent myself and be full self-expressed. Pretty good musician, songwriter, singer-songwriter, dancer, comedian. Oh, talking about comedian, I clean comedy. I ain't got nothing wrong with the others hardcore comedy because I grew up with Rudy Ray Moore. For stating myself, if some of y'all know about Rudy Ray Moore, oh boy, that's some hard comedy. And Red Fox, and so I Richard Pryor. I love all of that. But my inner being said, I want you to deal with clean comedy. So I said, okay. So Have a show coming up May the 18th. That's going to be at the famous Broadway Comedy Club. Oh, yes. It's going to be at the famous Broadway Comedy Club. That's going to be May the 18th. That's on a Wednesday. Please put this down. Wednesday, May the 18th, from 6 p.m. to 10. I have a CD that I'm going to play in a minute for some of you. It's called The King Has Finally Arrived. And my genre of music is romantic music. Yes, yes, I am a hopeless romantic. I love romance. And I sing a lot about romance. And so I'll be on the 18th, I'll be singing from my CD, and also I'll be doing my clean comedy in between. Let me see if I can give you one of those clean comedy jokes. Okay. Did y'all ever hear the joke about the jump rope? Oh, skip it. Ah, oh, I'm killing myself. I'm so funny over here. I'm so funny over here. Oh, you had to hear the one about the roof. I know because that's pretty popular. Everybody know the joke about the roof. Uh, oh, I guess not because it's over your head. I'm killing myself over here. Uh, uh, I'm so funny. Uh, as you probably know, I have a lot of different personalities, and I'm speaking on different personalities because I'm the mind tuning guru. I'm the funny guy, with the clean comedy jokes, and I'm also a singer songwriter musician. So I'm saying that to say some of our limited beliefs have people think that there's something wrong with you and you have multiple personalities. I'm here to tell you, no, it's wonderful to have multiple personalities. So you know, embrace your different, your variety. I'm glad I have multiple personalities because I don't get bored with myself. so uh, so interchange when I do my shows, the funny guy might pop up right in the middle. Well, right in the middle while I'm doing a serious love song. But that's how it goes. So I'm so glad that I can be an artist and embrace. So I'm sharing with you. So if you have multiple personalities, develop them because you never know where they can take you because I am you and you and me. And so it's all right to have multiple personalities. So again, my recording style is going to be I'll tell a story about how the song came about. And once I tell the story, you'll get a sense of what the story is about. And then I will sing. The words are so beautiful. You're going to hear me use a term, as I call co creating with God or co creating with Source in the universe. Your spiritual God self is supposed to learn how to co create with the universe. And that's, oh my God, that's the prize. To be able to co create and have access to unlimited resources with the universe is being a god and a goddess because you're supposed to be able to create anything you want, be, do, and have anything you want. So that's what mind tuning has helped me to do with my life. So I'm very much into uh, creating in the present moment, and I want to sing one of my songs that I would like to share with you. It's not recorded yet, but don't even steal it because it's copywritten. It's about a guy. Uh, he fell in love with this person, but he didn't want it to be just a one night stand. He didn't want it to be just something that wasn't meaningful. So that's what this song is about, and it goes like this. I didn't give you my love just for a season, but I did give you my heart for a reason. I didn't give you my love just for a season. But I did give you my heart for a reason. I hope and I pray that this time love will stay. 'Cause love took a long time to find me. It's been a long and lonesome journey without you. But now that you've come along, my heart knows no more sad songs. I just hope and I pray that this time, love, my darling, will stay. All right. That is, it was a great experience being able to create that. And the creative process is wonderful. When you have this mind tuning mastered, you'll know how to open up the channels and raise your vibration to the universe, because the universe always have great ideas floating up there, and they're only waiting for somebody's antenna to go all the way up to the universe as a receptor so that you can receive these great ideas. I didn't really know this song. I didn't really have an idea about this song, but once you keep your mind tuned to that vibration, love, joy, peace, and happiness, you will have your antenna up. So anytime the ancestors or the angels, they want to give you something great, because that's their job. They're supposed to be looking at who can I give this great song to? Who can I give this great painting to? Who can I give this great idea for an invention so they can bring to humanity to make to uplift humanity? That's what their job is. Anybody that passed on from physical to non-physical, their job now is to be an angel and to help you, but they cannot reach you if you're on the wrong channel. If you are on a negative, like angry, upset, stress, they can't reach you. But if you're on love, joy, and peace and unconditional love, you are open for all of the greatness that all of the angels, some people call it, all of the universal forces want to give, and all the non-physical, they want to give you all of these miracles. So when I was open and receptive, these songs came to me. So uh, this is this is very key on how to be in that position where all of your greatness can come to you, because the universe is always trying to give us greatness. So uh, I enjoy being able to co-create with Source, the Holy Spirit. It's all the same words, but I'm just using different words to say the same thing. But it's powerful. Now, it's one thing I wrote and did pretty good music, but it's nothing like co-creating with your higher spiritual self. Because once you start co-creating with the higher spiritual self, it's a big difference. I wrote music before and it was pretty okay, but it's not like co-creating with your higher spiritual self or your God self or your goddess self. You're listening to King Melvin on Mind Tuning Talk Radio Show, the talk show where we think out of the box. And if you we don't do doom and gloom. All we do is love, joy, peace, and happiness, and unconditional love. That's what we choose to do on our station. So you're listening to me on King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station. And if you want to call in, it's 718-253-4239. Another number is 718-676-0820. I'm having a great time with you guys. It's not about me, so call up and ask some questions and jump right into this powerful conversation. Um, but that was a song. That's one of the songs that haven't been created yet in the studio. I'm in the process of creating a studio. So call me, let me know how you like that. And I have to say this: God, my inner being, my higher self. I was struggling writing songs at one time, and my inner being, that God self that knows everything, it said, "Newsflash." I said, "I'm listening," and my inner spirit said, "Don't be writing songs for people." I said, "Excuse me? Don't be writing songs for people." I said, "Why not? I'm trying to find out what they want and so that I can get the next hit." They said, "Listen to me. They don't even know what they want. Remember, most of them are out of tune. Their minds is out of tune. They fickle. They don't even know what they want. So if you trying to write songs for people that's out of tune, good luck on that." And Source asked me, "How's that working?" I said, "Very stressful, and it ain't working." So Source taught me, no, you write songs for your inner being, for your spirit, and for you. If the spirit agrees with it, feels very good, and you agree with it, that's the formula. So it freed me to stop worrying about. I think we have a caller. Hold on a second, please. Hello, caller. This is King Melvin at the Mindtuning Radio. Yes, caller. You're on the air.
Yes, yes. Good evening, King Melvin. I'm calling in because I've listened to the radio station and I just want to know that the mind tuning, the mind tuning, I know yesterday I said if you put the damaged software, that means your whole thing is damaged. But is there something else that you can let me know about?
Wow, that's yeah. Well, callers, this caller asked a very powerful question yesterday about. I always use the analogy that it don't matter how much you pay. I'm relating to computers. No matter how much you pay for the computer, the hardware, and no matter how skillful you are as a master programmer or operator for a computer, if you have damaged software, you will get damaged results every time. That's what she's talking about. And the solution is you have to get rid of the damaged software and create new software without the virus in it. And so relating to mind tuning, you have to deprogram mentally, psychologically, and spiritually, and physically before you can reprogram. So that's what the call is relating to, and that's a great point, caller. I thank you so much for bringing that up. And is there anything else you'd like me to elaborate on?
I I'm very interested, so I like the plan about the software. But can you just give me just a few more of the examples?
Oh, sure. Thank you. Well, an example is myself. I'm a scientist, and I use my life to come to planet Earth to explore planet Earth. And I can remember when I grew up as a mere human being without knowing that I had the power to deprogram, to reprogram myself. I was an average human being, and I didn't really like my life because I was making a lot of mistakes and very confused and wasn't fulfilled. But once I started learning and practicing mind tuning, I found out, how people say, well, you got to deal with the cards as they dealt with you. Well, you can't, change life. That's your faith. You just got to accept life as it is. No, I did not have to. Most people are on a false belief that you have to take life as it is. No, you don't. If you a mind tuning student, you find out that you do not have to accept what life throws at you. You don't have to accept that. If you do, then you find yourself dealing with a lot of unnecessary suffering. When I found out that, I took my power back. So I decided that if I didn't like anything, I would change it. And listen, the way you start deprogramming that software, you have to watch what you say, you have to watch what you think, you have to watch how you be, and you must watch how you feel. And God, some people call it God, I call it source, your inner being. We have an inner GPS that's called feelings. Yes, if it don't feel good, that's your inner being letting you know that's the wrong decision. And if it feels good, then it means you're going down the right path. And please, I know I was taught, don't be so emotional. Don't be so don't be don't rely on your feelings. Wrong. You must. That's the only way we're going to know if we go on a right. If it feels good, then you know your inner being is teaching you and taking you down the right path. Even if everybody else disagree with you and you're the only one that feels good about that thought. Nobody knows you as your spiritual Holy Spirit in you. Nobody knows you better. Not a book outside of you, not a person outside of you. Your inner being knows everything about you, know every follicle in your on your head. So please start a practice of listening to that silent inner voice within you because it will never steer you wrong. If it don't feel good, that means you're going down the wrong path. I hope that was helpful to you.
Yes, it was. And it's just like the Word of God said that only the things that are true, the things that are honest, and the things that give you good reports that you should think of. So I got that. Yeah, I got that clear.
Oh, thank you so much. You're absolutely right. I want to thank you for taking the time and listening to the Mind Tuning Talk radio show. And please share it with as many people as possible because my mission coming here from heaven or the universe, non physical, being a spirit coming into this physical body on planet Earth, I came to share the miracle of mind tuning because my mission is that if people's minds are tuned, they're going to be more like God. They're going to be more like they're going to be more loving. They're going to be more kind, and they are going to understand that if I be bad to you, I'm being bad to myself. So, so I'm grateful that I have an opportunity for this radio station, Brooklyn radio station slash King and Queen Radio on the FM station 93.5 to give me this platform so that I can share this vital information to the listeners. So is there anything else,
Thank you.
caller?
Thank you so much.
Okay, have a good night. And again, we thank you at the radio station for calling in.
Okay, you're welcome.
Good night. Wow, that was a great call. Yes, thank you, caller. We really appreciate that. Um, I just want to share with you that I'm excited about being able to share this with you. And again, let me give you some updates. Oh yes, bulletin. Do-do-do-do, 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 do-do-do-do. Live bulletin. We have access to being on a dance parade. Yes, a dance parade that's been going on almost 15, 20 years in Brooklyn. The dance parade is going to happen May the 21st. Oh, yeah. And it's going to be 8 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. You got to be sharp and ready to be part of this float. We have a float at this great radio station Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. We got to float. We got to float. And we want everybody in the sound of my voice to give me a call so I can give you the details how to register for the float. It's going to be in Manhattan. Oh, my goodness, Manhattan. I want y'all to write this down. May the 21st, one of the biggest dance parades in New York City through Brooklyn Station and King and Queen Radio and Mindtuning Radio Talk Show. You have access. Oh, yes, you have access to be on this incredible float. It's going to happen in Manhattan. And if you want more details, you need to call me because you need to register with me. I'm at 347-346-3047. Let me tell you that number again. I'll slow it down. 347-346-3047. And say you heard it with King on King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station, or Pacific on the talk show, Mind Tuning Talk Show, and King Melvin told you about it, and we'll give you some nice prices to get on that float. So please give us a call, and don't forget, every Monday, I'm trying to tell you that if you don't know what's going on with you spiritually, you need to tune in to this radio station at 9 p.m. sharp and get Queen Zena to look in that crystal ball and tell you what's going on with you. It's very important to have clarity about what's going on with you spiritually. And she's one of the best doing it. So I'm so proud to be associated with Queen Zena every Monday. Call in. She has a great call in show at 9 p.m. at this station. Do not forget to get some clarity. Oh, yes. And also, as you know, I'm doing the comedy show May the 18th. That's going to be at the famous Broadway Comedy Club. Everybody funny came out of Broadway Comedy Club. And they got a beautiful shrine. You can go down when you get there early. Please get there early. My show starts at 6 p.m., so get there around 1:45 or 5:30 and look at the beautiful shrine. We can see every funny person that came through the Broadway Comedy Club. I'm going to be there. It starts at 6 p.m., May the 18th. That's on a Wednesday. And I'm not kidding. I put behinds in the chairs. Oh, yes. I People want to come and hear me. This is my second time at the famous Broadway Comedy Club. I do clean comedy, and plus I sing my romantic songs and in between the acts. So uh, if you do not text me, I'm kid you not, there won't be a table for you. People, people want to laugh, so they want to come hear romance and they want to laugh. So you have to text me to let me know John Doe plus 500 people are coming with me. Oh yeah, that's how you got to do it. You got to text me 347-346-3047. Area code 347-346-3047. And I want to just thank some of my sponsors, uh, the New York Global Magazine, one of my big sponsors. Please shout out to that great magazine, been around for over 10 years. And we will be able to, with that magazine, we call friendly media. So we need to, will be a sponsor. You want to take an advertisement out, please give me a call. And I'm also excited. We have a segment we call the employment segment. So we have a lot of job opportunities. So to become an advertising executive, we will train you how to be an advertising executive. I always liked to be in the advertising, even when I was watching Bewitch. Yeah. Oh, yes, Bewitch. There was a show on it called Bewitch. And Darren always used to go to his office, and come up with slogans for advertisement. Oh, I always love to be in advertising business. And there's a lot of money in advertising business. That's why a lot of our communities not even in advertising business, but through this station and my voice and my number, you can be trained to be an advertising executive, to be able to sell advertising for the radio station and also for the magazine and soon to be television. Oh my goodness, almost forgot about television. Oh yes, we are launching the first pilot called Scene Ages slash We Still Got It. Oh yes, this is a TV show pilot that's going to be shot June the 30th at the world famous Port Authority. Oh, yes. This is the first time that a show is going to be dedicated to seniors. It's going to be unbelievable. And let me elaborate why we call it Seenagers slash We Still Got It. First of all, don't even try to use the word. Don't do it. I got my legal eagles all over it. It is patent. It is copyright. Don't go there. Um, Seenagers means we seen it all. Come on, somebody. Seenagers slash We Still Got It, because we got some seniors that's still jumping double dutch. Oh, I said it. We got some seniors that's going to be on our show that's still jumping double dutch, and we still got some seniors that's sang with Count Basie, Duke Ellington, and we got some seniors that still got it. But guess what? It's going to be a little political too. I can't help it. This show going to be political. We're going to have a petition going around because we telling Hollywood, how dare you discriminate with us by age? Oh yeah, only people that get work in Hollywood and TV, radio, and film is the young people. Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not having that. So we're going to have all of our seniors that still got it come on our teenager show, and y'all going to say they still got it because they still got it. And we're going to ask you to sign a petition so that we can take it to Washington and let them know, no, you need to use more seniors in music videos, Hollywood, television. You know, you need to take a page off of one thing I got to say about Masterpiece Theater and Channel 13. They use a lot of seniors, a lot of seniors. We need to take a page out of their book and start using seniors. Think about it. Seniors don't have anything to do. We retired. So we can go to every audition, and you know we professional. We're going to show up, and we're going to get a good job done. You can't do any scenes without background. So we are going to stop Hollywood TV and everything without using, stop being very cautious on using seniors, because if you don't use us because of our age, newsflash, that's discrimination. That's discrimination. So that's what's going on here. I think we covered the parade. We covered the teenager television show and the employment opportunities. And we have a major opening for graphic artists. Oh yes. Even if you just wanted to learn graphic artists, we will tutor you and teach you. We have a major need for graphic artists. So please call me, area code 347-346-3047. Again, that number is area code 347-346-3047. But you must say, I heard it on the talk radio show of Mind Tuning with King Melvin. You must say that so we know where this is coming from. So please, if you're interested in being a graphic artist, account executive, selling ads, advertisement, you need to touch bases with us, and we will train you. And we really get a big call on graphic artists to lay out pages for the magazine. We got a lot of good stuff going on here. So I want to thank again my sponsors, New York Global Magazine and King and Queen Radio and Brooklyn Station. We're just so glad that they have this platform so we can tell our story. And the reason why I'm saying tell our story, don't get angry. Don't get angry because different stations might share the news in a way that you might not like. This is a free country. They can share the news any way and put the programs on any way they please. So stop it. Stop being a baby and crying and saying, "Oh, I don't like the way they are portraying black people in the community. I don't like the way they are putting a spin, a negative spin on us." Listen. This is a free country. I love this country because we have the freedom to express ourselves any way we want. Stop being a baby worrying about why they don't put a good spin on the black community. They don't have to. Now we have media. We have radio. We have magazine and soon to be television. If you want to tell your story, the way you want the story to be told, get in touch with me so we can put you in front of media so that you can tell your story, not his story, but your story the way you want it. So we're looking for staff writers. You got stuff to say, and you want to write for the magazine. We have media now, so I'm saying let anybody can say what they want to say. So don't get mad at them. Just join our media team. You want to have your own radio show. You want to be a writer for the magazine. You want to be able to be on television and tell your story. We have media right now, so we don't have no reason to be belly aching saying why did they have to find a person in our community with a rag on their head and two teeth and put them in front of the we don't need to, they can do whatever they want to do. Now we can do whatever we want to do too. So please support your media, support New York, support Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio, and New York Global Magazine. And you want to do that, call me directly. I'm King Melvin on the Mind Tuning Radio Show. Say you heard it here on the Mind Tuning Radio Show. 347 346 3047. Oh, yes. We got a lot going on. And again, um, this is the Mind Tuning Talk Show where we talk conversations out of the box. Shout out to my sister, Queen Barbara. We are truly brothers and sisters, and we are getting ready to launch a major program called the King Melvin and Queen Barbara Youth Program. And that's going to be specifically anything dealing with family. We will be the voices and the faces in this great city called New York. That's right. Anything dealing with family, because my sister and I, coming from the foster care, orphan experience, everybody that know us know we do everything together, and most of the people see the love and the camaraderie between myself and my sister, and it's only because we were split up at one time, and we know the value of being split up or be separated from your loved ones. We want to teach everybody, don't take your brother and sister for granted. If you're not talking to them, straighten that stuff out, straighten it out. I mean, we don't have to, we do, listen to this is a new term. We do not have to be disagreeable to disagree. Let me say that again. We don't have to agree with everybody, but we don't have to be nasty and horrible to disagree. We can disagree without being disagreeable. All right. So if you have a relationship, might get my sister and myself, we represent families all over the world to be close and have a good love, unconditional love for each other. And I know family have issues. That's all right. I'm not saying my sister and I don't have issues. We do have issues like it's normal, but we know how to disagree without being disagreeable and stay loving. We teach that. So also we are going to be representing orphanage, adoption, and foster care. We're going to be raising money and programs for the King Melvin and the Queen Barbara youth. We have a lot of opportunities, and we have a lot of experience dealing with troubled youths because let's face it, my sister and I, we were troubled youths. So, and we're not troubled youths anymore. So that means we might know something about dealing with troubled youths because we used to be troubled youth. So we have a lot of love for the runaways, a lot of love for um, the orphans, a lot of love for the adoptions and foster care. We have a big heart for that. So anything you see in the city about families and especially the human family. I want to elaborate a little bit on the human family. My sister and I, we're going to be representing families, the human families, because there's a lot of racism going on and it's ridiculous. My sister and I really don't stand for the ridiculousness of racism because I always say black racism is just as bad as white racism. And the reason why it's so silly is because I always tell this story. And if you know anything about me, I always try to tell a good story, a story that I think will bring the point home. Say one day God said to Mother Nature, let's have some children. Yeah, let's populate the planet. Let's make sure we make babies all over the world, and we're gonna call them human beings. And that's what Mother Nature and God did. They populated the planet Earth with human beings. And if we are saying that we're not brothers and sisters, we lost it. If we got the human being nature and we are human beings and we don't understand that we are brothers and sisters in humanity, we lost it. And our minds is severely out of tune. And put this, I always tell you, King Melvin, mind tuning, have a dictionary. I am you and you are me. Let me say that again. White folks, I am you and you are me. Black folks, I am you and you are me. Every nationality, I am you and you are me. If we're human beings, we need to stop the nonsense talking about racism because it's foolish. Just like if some people have no families in their community, they had large families. Some of them had 14 children, some of them had even 20 children. And they made it came out with different hair color, different color eyes, different complexions, but not one of them would say they're not my brothers and sisters. Then what? Not one of them would say they're not related. It's the same thing. If you are a human being and you think you're not related to humanity, you are simply out of tune. I'm supposed to love you like you're supposed to love me. Now listen to this. Remember, I told you everybody come from non-physical to take on their physical bodies with a gift. Even the man or woman under the bridge, they have a gift also. Some of us forgot what our gift was, and some of us didn't. But the point is, every one of us that's a human being have a gift. Now, I'll give you a good example. What if this white person had the gift to cure cancer? What if this black person had the gift to cure cancer? What if this Chinese person had a gift to cure cancer? What if all races had a gift to cure cancer? And we are so hatred and so full of hate and so full of racism, we don't protect them. And something happens to them and they die. Guess what? It ain't that you just died. The whole community of human beings just lost the cure of cancer. Just think about that. If we do not protect each other and love each other like we love ourselves, that person that has the cure for cancer, if we let something happen to that person's die, the whole humanity lose. The whole community of human beings lose because we thought that person was different than us and we didn't care about that person like we would care about ourselves. We need to protect each other and understand more binds us than separates us. Let me say that again. More, so much more binds us than separates us. So please, uh, get your mind tuned and don't be looking at people like they different. Last time I checked, all human beings had two legs, two arms, bleed, heart, lungs. Stop it. It's really ridiculous. It's just like if you was looking in the mirror with your reflection and you started being negative and cursing your reflection out and being angry at your reflection. And a third party is looking upon that and saying, that person is crazy. That's how we look to the consciousness and the masters of the world. If somebody's nasty to you and they're not kind to you, Just say, like Jesus said, forgive them for they know not what they do. Don't go to their level, because when you do that, you become out of tune. Stay happy, love, joy, and peace. As Jesus said, you have to learn how to be in the world, but not of the world. We have to practice our mind tuning philosophy where no matter what's going on outside of us, we still can feel love, joy, and peace. That's practice and that's mastery. Jesus was so masterful, he didn't care if you come to him with leprous or illnesses. He didn't see you like that. He saw you in your true self. He didn't feel sorry for you. Oh, he got lepers, or oh, he's blind. No. Jesus knew that in your brain there was a thought that was out of tune. And Jesus said, if you believe, that thought that's out of tune can have you to see. That out of tune thought, if you believe that you can change it, the thought in your mind, you can be healed. So I'm saying the same thing. If you got racism in your being, you can change that. Because remember, it's about what we think, what we say, and how we be, and what we do. We have power. We may not have power over a lot of things. May not have a power over war. We may not have a power over poverty, but we do have a power on what we do and what we think and how we treat others. We do have power over our own being. So take your power back. Become a mind tuner and take your power back. And do not think for 1 minute that you're powerless. That's an illusion. You're not powerless. God just told you, let us make man in our image and likeness. That means you are God and a goddess. Wake up. Take responsibility for who you truly are. Listen to me carefully. Every human being is powerful. Everything that we see that's in the world came through the powerful imagination of man and woman. Don't play ourselves cheap. Don't think you're just a mere human being and you don't have power. Every single thing that we see in the physical world came out of the powerful imagination of man and woman. So be the change you want to see in the world. Don't spend so much time on what's already here. You are creators, for Christ's sake. You are a creator. So if you're a creator and you ain't creating, you're out of tune. You might not know it, but I'm telling you now, we are supposed to be bringing life experiences where it's never gone before. If you're not creating something new, something different, you're stagnant. This is why a lot of people are very unfulfilled. They're just copying what's already exists. That's not being a creator. You need to know you have the ability to bring something in the world that has not existed before. So have fun being a creator. I'm having a great time being a creator, creating my life exactly the way I want it. Oh my goodness, how much fun is that? Now, don't get me wrong. There's two ways to live life. There's the mere human path to live life, believing in a lot of limited beliefs and beliefs that don't serve you no more, being confused, reading every book and going to higher education, having a job, that works too. Not saying it don't work, but it's an easier way. It's a magical way, the spiritual way. I was a mere human being without the spiritual consciousness, and it worked. I got a lot of success, but Lord have mercy, was it hard pushing that rock up the hill? Oh my goodness. And then I found the spiritual magic way. Ah, I'm every day joy, love, and peace. Um, I always like to talk about magic. I'm writing a book about magic. Yes, it exists. All like anything that the mind can conceive, it can be brought into reality. I'm gonna say that again. Write that down. This is a mind tuning philosophy. Just need to go in the mind tuning philosophy dictionary. Anything. Now you know what I didn't say. Maybe anything. No, anything that the mind, that creative imagination can conceive, it will and can be brought into reality. So if you know that, you better get busy being a creator and stop complaining about how things are for you. That's the illusion. If you think you just got $2 in your bank account, the universe have to make you right. And it has to make you believe, make that so for you. But if you believe and take it a step higher to I know, you must shift the universe. When you know that you can just ask and the universe will break its behind to get it for you. And all you got to do, not believe, not that cute little kindergarten believe, you need to know that it is done. Oh, yeah. You need to ask. These are the steps. You ask, and your job is not to do, nothing to do. Universe do all the doing. But your job is to receive. And the only way you can receive is to expect and know the law of the universe. I always like to use, when I talk about the laws of the universe, I always like to use the analogy of the farmer. Oh, that the farmer know the principles of the universe. When that farmer plants that seed of corn in the ground, 8 o'clock in the morning, he don't ridiculously at 12 o'clock be stamping on the ground asking, where is my corn? That's ridiculous. Everything is a process. Same thing with your thoughts. You ask, you plant the seed in your mind. And just because the farmer don't see it germinating, he knows the law that it is germinating, even if he don't see it germinate. So we need to know that if we have that thought of creating a Rolls Royce, creating uh, the best job in the world, the best hit movie in the world, we need to know that you ask. And as the word of God says, it shall be given. But you got to know the principles. You can't be asking and worrying about why is it taking too long. Because if you ask and you worrying about why is it taking too long, you just had a weed in your garden and the weed just choked your seed. This is how it goes. You plant the thought, I want that mansion, I want that great job, I want that great movie, and you see, you ask, and you know the universe, you're supposed to know the universe is on top of it. And you're supposed to expect it. You ain't supposed to be worrying about what time because in the consciousness, listen, in the consciousness of God consciousness, there is no concept of time. I'm going to say that again. Now, on the human level, time is mostly everything. But when you're talking about this God consciousness I'm talking about, and you put a thought, I want to create a hit movie. You ask, and the universe is on top of it. And all you need to know is, I know it is already done. I can see it because I know anything that I can conceive can be brought into reality. And every day you see it, that's watering it. Like the farmer. He waters and takes the weeds out. So the weeds are doubt. How long is it going to take? How come it didn't show up yet? Those are weeds, and you got to pluck them out. You can't be thinking like that because if you Just have one thought like that, you canceled your request. So it's three steps. You ask, universe handle it, and you expect it. And expecting is be ready to receive it. So it's just a beautiful way to create and manifest. I do that all day long. That's all I do. I and and meditating is very important. You got to prepare your mind. Meditation prepare your mind to be able to be a co-creator with your God self. That's what meditation really train your mind to be able to rub your genie lamp, as I like to call it, and get your genie to give you unlimited wishes, not just three wishes like in Aladdin lamp. That's cute, but unlimited wishes. We have access to that. Um, I just want y'all to know if you want to call in, it's 718-253-4239. The other number is 718-676-0820. And I think I'm going to really share my sister and I. We did a CD uh, with a famous producer. And most people might not know about it, but you might. Her name is Sharon Nelson. Some of you might say, I know. I heard that name before. Of course you did. Sharon Nelson is the sister of the late, great Prince Roger Nelson. Oh, yeah, just in case y'all didn't know, Sharon Nelson is the sister of the great, late, as we call it, the late Prince Roger Nelson. So it's powerful. She did a great job in putting a CD together for us. She wrote and arranged it, and I'm very proud uh, to share it with you. And I'm just grateful because she saw it. She came to one of our shows, and some of y'all might know some of the greatest performers, especially the singers, like the Osmonds, the Jacksons, oh my God, the Isley Brothers. There's something about civil harmony I learned. Harmony from families. It's something about that sound is unbelievable. So one day, Sharon Nelson, the story goes, she came to a place called 22 West. My sister and I used to perform there, uh, 22 West in Harlem. And she said, wow, I like the way y'all sound together. Uh, I'm Prince's sister, and I would like for you to come to Sugar Hill Studio, and I got a song for y'all two guys. Now, me being cynical, uh, I said, yeah, right. I got a bridge, two bridges, matter of fact, to sell you. And that's what I'm saying in my mind. So I kindly just took a card and she gave my sister a card. And so after the show was over, my sister said, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Sharon Nelson! Oh, Prince's sister! She's gonna write. Did you understand? She's gonna write a song. She got a song for us. I'm excited." And I was like cynical, like, really? You really believe that? I mean, come on. How gullible can you be? And my sister looked at me with a pretty stern, uh, not so happy look, like, you mean to tell me, did you leave, did you lose a card? Hold on a second. Hold that thought. Hello, caller. This is King Melvin, a mind tuning show. Who is this?
Why, hello. Hi.
Yes. Hi. How are you?
Okay, I'm just calling to discuss the mind tuning program as it pertains to more of the perhaps metaphysical teachings.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Well, you got the right talk show. This is King Melvin, the founder and guru and spiritual teacher of Mind Tuning Talk Radio.
Oh, okay, because the important thing is that we know that we're in an era where people are seeking transformation and other types of stimulation in order to even consider mind tuning. And I think the most important thing is how do we go about reaching a point of exhilaration in our daily lives? Is that what you teach?
Oh, well said. Yes, I'm, I know that most of the problems, so-called problems that we're having, is for human beings that's out of tune in their thinking.
And okay, and I understand you have been teaching mind tuning, your philosophy for quite some time.
Yes, I have over 20 years. It's just becoming to become popular, but I've been teaching it for over 20 years. And matter of fact, this is how I transform my life from being an orphan to a
As a
foster kid child.
knowledgeable person, is there a place where I can attend a course or counseling or find out more about how to enroll and what the criteria is or cost factors?
Sure, very good question, caller. You can call me direct area code 347 346
Wait, can
3047.
you hold on one second? I'm going
Sure.
to get pen.
Yes,
Hold on.
of course.
Okay. I can call you at 347. Did I hear you say?
Yes, 346 3047.
Okay. What's a good time to course?
Hello, are you still there, caller? I think we lost her. But it's anytime. Hello, caller. I'm sorry for that. I think we lost you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I think we lost you. But it's any time is good. Will somebody get back to you and set up uh, give you some details about how we can set up a curriculum for you? And what's good about it, we have a sliding scale. This mind tuning is so important that we don't want anyone to not have access to it because of income.
Oh, okay. So does a person have to live in New York in order to have the course?
No, no, they don't. They anywhere. Uh, we'll go anywhere to make sure that this vital information is received. So we know we're not limited on where to go to get this message out.
Okay. Well, listen, I thank you, and I'm enjoying the music tonight also.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful! I'm so glad that you're supporting this station, and please don't be a stranger and tell everybody about it, please. And thank you so much, caller. Good night.
Okay. My name is Brenda, and I will get back to you probably tomorrow.
Perfect. That's fine. And
Thank you
forgive me
very
if you get my voicemail, I'll get back to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
All right. Good night.
The show is great.
Thank you. All right. Great, great, great caller. Great call. We had some great calls. I want to thank all the callers for calling in tonight. And as I was saying before that caller came in, Sharon Nelson, and most people don't know, she actually is a great, powerful producer. And she turned Prince on to the record business. So, just in case you didn't know, she was the brilliant mind behind Prince. She showed him every aspect of the business, and then the rest was history. So, this is a song that my that was written for myself and my sister by Sharon Nelson, the late Prince sister. I hope you enjoy it. All right. Well, just in case if you want to know anything about how to um, to go and become a person that wants to sell advertisement, just give us a call, because we'll be able to share all of that with you. Yes. All right. Well, we're working the buttons here, and If the engineer can come in, it'll be great. But I'll keep. Oh, here we are. Wonderful. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Tell him
This is the music that Sharon wrote for myself and my sister. Hope you enjoy it.
Tell him I'll send flowers. I look upon your face and see you in every place. You're in my heart that's filled with joy and happiness. You want me, your love, for now and evermore, evermore, baby. The loneliness I once felt is over. The pain of evil love is gone. Tell him, tell me, I love him. You love me, never leave me. Tell him, tell me, I'll send flowers in the darkest hour. The want of playing love games is ended with just one smile from your sweet, sweet lips. Oh, baby, your lips, girl. I never thought I would feel this way. You're the missing part I couldn't find. Tell him, tell me, I love him. I never leave her. Tell him, tell me, I'll send flowers in the darkest hours. Tell him I believe him and that I'll never, never leave him. Tell him I'll never hurt him. Tell me, baby. I love him and trust him with all my heart. Tell him, baby, I love him. I said, tell me that you love me. You never leave me. Tell me, baby, you send me flowers in my darkest hours. I'll send flowers in my darkest hours. Baby, tell me, honey, sugar. Tell him. I said, baby, tell me, baby. Baby, 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 baby. I said, I see your face. Tell him. In every place. I'll send flowers. Honey.
Yes, I hope you all really enjoy that. That's my sister and I, Sharon, made it for us. That was Tell Me. All right. Let's see if we can get this other one to play. All right. Yeah. This is featuring me. You know, a special song comes your way right out of the blue. You know, Forbidden Love, this is called.
Like people say,
Yes, I do. You know a special someone comes your way right out of the blue, like people say, yeah.
Your heart starts beating, your mind goes blank. A feeling, oh baby, a feeling you can't stop.
No.
Love, forbidden love. Oh baby,
This love feels so right. Ooh.
love, forbidden love. Oh baby,
This love feels so right. Yes, it do.
it's someone you can't describe. You go through so many changes.
Changes, baby.
Changes you can't hide.
As you close your eyes and you count to 10, you're hoping,
You're
baby.
hoping
Yeah, baby.
it was just
a
a
passing.
passing flame.
Oh.
Love, forbidden love. Oh baby,
This love feels so right. Yes, it do. Oh.
as you slowly open your eyes,
As you slowly open your eyes,
everything,
I said everything feels so clear and bright.
You realize this forbidden love is
Right before your eyes,
the feelings you feel so deep within.
oh baby, this love feels so right. Oh,
Love, forbidden love. Oh baby,
this love feels so right. Yes, it do. Oh,
a special
baby.
someone
Oh yeah. I said it feels so
comes your
right.
way,
Mm,
right out of the
I got to have it, even though
like
it's for me.
people say.
Oh, baby, baby, I got to have it. And it feels so good. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that tune. As much as we enjoyed working with the master, Sharon Nelson, creating it. That's my sister. Shout out to my sister with her beautiful voice. She always had a wonderful voice. She was in all of the glee clubs growing up in school. She has one of the most beautiful angelic voices I know about. And we got some more stuff coming from Brother and Sister Production. That's what we call ourselves. And we got some shows coming up. It's getting to the top of the hour. I had a great time. Remember, this is the Mind Tuning radio talk show, and my name is King Melvin, and I am the founder and the guru and spiritual teacher of the philosophy called Mind Tuning. And uh, I'm here every single Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 9, and also Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 9. And I'm on your dial, 93.5 FM. And Brooklyn radio station / King and Queen Radio. So tune in and tell everybody else about it and let them know that they can call in with the two numbers 718-253-4239. That other number is 718-676-0820. I just want to thank all the callers that made this show so wonderful tonight. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to King Melvin on the Mindtuning Radio Talk Show. I thank you so much. If I had 1,000 tongues, I couldn't thank you enough. But I just want you to know that take some of these mind tuning philosophies and make your life different and make it better. And do, and have anything you want, because we do have that kind of a wonderful power. So take your power back and be mind tuned and love everyone unconditionally. So it's about 9 o'clock, and this is my time. And again, I thank Source, and I also thank you for tuning in and giving us an opportunity to mind tune together. Have a great night and blessings to all. It's a beautiful evening. And do you mind if I tag along and spend it with you? All right. So until the next time, I'm going off with one of my songs, and we will stay tuned. Keep it locked right here for the next part of Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. Yeah, I want to tell you about this song. Yeah, this song is about, when you see that female that's checking you out, and you know she's checking you out, that's what this song is all about. I want to thank Elohim for dropping the beat. Yeah, this is how that song goes. Yeah, check this out. Baby, I like what I see, you watching me. I want you like you want me, baby. The eyes don't lie, so don't deny, you want me to. Like I want you, you want me, baby. What are we gonna do? Just me and you, baby. We got to do what grown folks do, just me and you. 'Cause I'm feeling you like you feeling me, so let's get free. You do me, and I do you, baby. My eyes like what they see, you a cutie and a beauty. Look at those lips, those sexy hips, baby. Yeah. I want you like you want me. What are we gonna do with this electricity between we? I got an idea. You touch me and I touch you. Squeeze me, love me, don't tease me. I want you like you want me, so please me.